What is up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own new review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. They are back. They are continuing on with the remainder of the season, like they did Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So let's get into it. So we open up with Trina. She's prepping for a tour, the Legends of Street Tour. Is 20 cities and 20 nights, I believe. She is the only female headliner with 2 Chainz, Gucci Man, Jeezy, so it is important for her to show up and show out by being the only female, but I gotta let them know why I am who I am. And her management team, yes, she's still with the same people that we have been calling out for seasons and seasons. They need to get her management team in order. She needs to hire new people, but they've been doing great. They have been communicating better, getting everything on top of everything together. So right now the test is the tour. Let's see if you guys have been using these new communication skills to task, okay? And then we see Joy. She's coming up supported. We haven't seen Joy lately. She's been busy with her new life with David, as much as Trina's been busy with her life as well. And Trina's also preparing for a wedding. She got engaged from Raymond last season. And right now, she's in charge of every single detail that's going on in the wedding. And all Raymond has to do is say yes, okay? He doesn't get an input, a say in nothing. And he learned from his grandmother, happy wife, happy life. And that's all it needs to have been said, okay? He don't need to have anything to say. Just say you'll be there on time in your suit. I'm taking care of everything. I will be the bridezilla, okay? And that's it. But I love to see Trina. Trina looked absolutely beautiful. I love her confessional look. And of course, everybody is in a seating position in the confessionals. Nobody's standing. They're in a seated position. Suki. We see her trying on wedding dresses because she did get re-engaged to Bill at the end of the half part of the season, and now moving forward with the wedding. So she's imagined herself in this wedding dress. She always thought she was getting married, but her and Bill are really good right now, but they noticed she's not wearing her engagement ring. So she told them she tossed it, right? And then they were like, what happened? What's going on? So apparently, last Valentine's Day, Bill fucked up. Literally, okay? He had gave her some old Publix flowers and a half-eaten plate of oxtails. I said, "Oh wow, that's fucked up." I mean, excuse me. I mean, flowers are flowers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get mad at flowers, but if you giving me a plate of food and it's half-eaten, then I'm gonna have an issue with that. So she feels like, how did we get from here? We were from diamonds, now I'm giving me half-eaten oxtails. What the fuck? So it's not all sunshine and rainbows because she's still pursuing her brand. She's doing bigger arenas, bigger shows, bigger checks. And her and Bill have broken up on and off. We've seen it all over Instagram and social media. So yeah, basically we all know that her and Bill have had an on and off relationship. We've seen them get back together, fight on social media, love on each other, sucking in faces and all that type of stuff. We've seen it all play out on social media. And I guess now to the point where she's done for real at this moment, than versus when she was filming, because while she is selling out big arenas, getting bigger checks, she loves the fact that Bill proposes to her every couple of months when they get into an argument, because she loves the consistency of him always wanting to be with her, fighting for her. But while she is happy that he does that, I still got to put my time and energy into work. Now, while she does a lot of shows, she wants to get back to her fans and wants to have a big sale at the Good Cat Boutique. Remember, last season she opened up the Good Cat Boutique for all the strippers, all the hoes, and she got her cousin Isaiah to run the store. She only hired him because her grandmama made her. And his experience in working in retail for the last 3 years. He worked in City Trends, KFC, and Popeyes, but apparently he hasn't been answering the phone, showing what's going on with the cat boutique. And it's like, I brought him down here to help me, and all he's done is use my name, my reputation, to make a reality star for himself. And yes, this was not how it was supposed to go. How she got to be on TV, and now she's bringing her cousin along, and he's trying to get on TV as well. But we all seen the extraness he was giving on camera, him sweating and everything, busting balloons. Then he's trying to be a rapper now. He ended up shooting a video in front of Popeyes and was like, I did that first. I danced in front of Checkers holding a cheeseburger. Everything that I did first, he wants to copy off of me. He was supposed to be helping my store get off the ground, not to use it as a way to get himself off the ground, get him a management company, or get him to be, a public figure. That was me. But
We kind of knew that. I mean, to this point, I don't even know why Suki gave all of her trust to her cousin working at that shop anyway. You should have had a hiring event to hire an actual manager along with your cousin to make sure your good cat boutique is still on the ground running. At the end of the day, Suki does extras for no reason, and they be like, is this for real? Is she faking it? Who knows, right? So then we get Amada. Amada is pregnant. Now, last season, she said she was pregnant but had a miscarriage. Thought that was her last shot of ever getting pregnant. But come to find out, the story that was said, she miscarried. Turns out she miscarried one and ended up having twins. She was pregnant with triplets, but the other baby didn't make it. So now she's having twin girls. So she's going through the motions of being pregnant. Princess comes by to help out with everything. She loves preparing for a new baby. And she was in the mindset of having another baby, but her and Ray J are not in any means in that space right now. She is filing for divorce yet again. And right now, I am not having no interest in reconciling. I am done. But later in a couple of years, when she's lived her life, she might go back to him to have another baby so all of her kids can have the same father. Sure, pull a Chloe. Make that make sense, right? And the whole storyline we're gonna see is Ray J and Prinky going back and forth with why should I be married to you? You don't care. It's been nothing but strippers and hoes this entire time. I'm just like, y'all are bringing me around a roller coaster and it's fucking annoying. I'm waiting for it to end. You guys have done the same song and dance since you guys was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Y'all have throwing on social media. You're about to get divorced. Y'all come back on social media. You want to try things again. Y'all was just on the this year's award show. Then after that, filing for divorce for real this time. Seeking child support. It's just like be together and leave us alone. We're getting tired of you guys constantly coming up left and right with we're getting divorced. We're working things out. Stop going on social media with your problems. That's what Ray J told Prinky in the beginning. Stop going on social media about your problems. Prinky, just accept what you got with Ray J. He's not going to be faithful. He's not going to be this. You do not want to start over. You want to accept the life you have now. And girl, you're a part of the mess as well. So stop acting like it's all Ray J. It's you too, Prinky. I'm done. So Amada got her own shit to deal with. Her and Alan are not in the good space. He has not shown up for nothing. He has not been supportive. He has not been preparing. He has not given Amada any means that he's ready to be a father to those twin girls. He did not make it to the gender reveal. She did invite him to the baby shower, but there's no point if he was to make it or not. When he proposed to her last year, that was supposed to be a sign for him moving forward in making sure Amada is happy. Nope. Nope. It's been her and her mother preparing for the birth of those two gorgeous baby girls. And the Dominican Republic is only 2 hours away. Come catch a flight. Come see me. I'm about to have two babies by you, and you're not helping me in no means necessary. It's been me and my mother. So while holding out a little bit of hope that he will make it to the baby shower, it's not going to work. And he's always saying he's always working. And he's going to try to make it. How do you try to make it to see your kids? How do you try to make it to a woman you propose to? How do you try? This is like how you wanted to uproot Amada to be in the DR, where you don't make no effort to come and see her. She travels to you. You don't see her? Oh, hell no. Amada, girl, you are a hopeless romantic. She wants the whole white picket fence, but Amada has always said after that, I will be okay with by myself because I got my mom here. It's been me and my mom this entire time. We don't need no man, but I know Amada doesn't want that. She wants a family. She wants a husband, but this man ain't it. We already felt that he only wanted to use Amada because of her name and her reputation. That's all. He had no means to really be out there with Amada like that, and he used her, literally. But girl, use back at him. Put his ass on child support. He obviously got some money. Anyway, so Bobby. A lot has happened with Bobby since he came out as an artist. He attended the EDM festival. It was life changing to see how the way he wanted to dress, how he wanted to be himself. He was involved in a new crowd who thought the same way as him. So now he's transitioning into being a DJ and DJing EDM music. Now Trent's older brother Snoop came by and he's the glue of the family. He wanted to pop in and see what Bobby's been up to. Bobby was expecting him and he knows what to talk about. Bobby has been on the outside of his family lately. So last year, he decided to reconnect with his father due to him not being a part of his life and how he has been a part of his life for the last 15 years. So he took the first step into reaching out to him, FaceTiming him. But now, his father has complained to Snoop that the whole plot, the whole scenario of him having that FaceTime call on camera was for TV. And that he had no intention of coming down and see him. And even if he did, he can't expect for one phone call to be a open invitation for me driving down to see you. And if it was for TV, so what? We were wondering what was Bobby's storyline anyway. And the fact that this was about his father, we knew it was for TV. You knew it was for TV too. But right now he's making it seem as if Bobby did not have no means of wanting to reach out to his father. He didn't care to. But he said, I took a leap of faith in talking to you on FaceTime because you have not been a part of my life for the last 15 years. Now that I'm on TV, I now have a name. I might have some coin that can help you. Now you want to say it's me. It's not you. You had no ill intentions, no other motive of wanting to reach out to me now. Fine. And then of course he's feeling the pressure of wanting to reach out to see him, visiting him. He said, I'm not about to be pressured and doing anything I don't want to do. I'm healing from speaking to my father for the first time in 15 years. Let me rest on that for a little bit. Then when I make the decision to reach out to him and to see him, I will do that on my time. Don't push me into doing that. Then after finding that out, the real reason as to why he feels like he's not with the family right now is because of Trina's fiance Raymond. He said, me talking to Trina, that's my family. I would never talk bad about her. But it's people around her that I got a problem with. So it was a night at the club. Bobby was dancing and he wanted some weed. He asked Raymond, do you have any weed? He said no. So Bobby asked him again. He said no. Bobby said, okay, remember that. And that's when Raymond replied, okay, I don't fuck with you. I don't want to rock with you, okay? Then it got heated. Now, it led to him saying, I don't rock with you, to Bobby saying he hit him, he punched him, his nose was bleeding, hit him with a bottle. And I'm like, what the heck? All because he said he didn't want to share his weed with you and he wasn't fucking with you, it led to you getting a bottle thrown across your face? Let me understand that part. So Snoop trying to get an understanding as to what's going on. And maybe the energy of it all might not be what it was, but Bobby don't want to hear it. He don't give a fuck what anybody else say. Don't tell me what everybody else thinks. Nobody's going to let me know how to be, how to talk, how to speak, how to act. Nobody's going to control me. And then he gets up and walks off. I feel like sometimes that's your problem, Bobby. You too quick to react. You too heightened. You too tempered. But we need to know both sides of the situation. Flo is back. We know everything's been going on with her. And right now she's still promoting her music. She's celebrating her first son's first grade graduation, her youngest son's first grade graduation, including her husband. Marlon is there. They worked through their issue of him cheating on her last year. They've never been happier, to the point where they recorded a track together. So the purpose of doing music together is to show the community and her family that I'm sticking beside my man. Can't nobody break us apart, not even my culture, nor my family, okay? He is a great man. He's a great father to my children. And pretty much her sisters and her mother is like, well, that's all you want from him, right? You really don't expect him to be faithful, but he is a good father to your children. That's all you want, right? And since she loves him so much, there's nothing that we can say. She's just going to stick beside him and accept what's going on. But the only person who isn't happy is Gael, her sister. Now, last season, her sister Gael was against her being with Flo because of the things that he had to give Gael to hush up. Because it was Gael's girlfriend, Debbie, that she knew that Marlon slept with her or ate her out in front of a table. And he's been giving Gael hush money to keep quiet about it. But apparently the hush money got too guilty for her to take, and she realized my sister doesn't deserve this, even though I'm still looking at Gael sideways. Why would you accept hush money that your brother-in-law is cheating on your sister? You should care more about your sister's feelings than receiving hush money. But apparently Flo don't care because her sister's life is a mess. She cannot keep a relationship. She doesn't believe in marriage. And right now, her son is in prison, so she's in a bad place. And she wants everybody's life to be a fuck up, but it's not going to be mine. My life is good. My life is happy. And she wants to find flaws in it and ruin it. We're going to find out how much flaw it is for her to ruin it. But I feel like, Flo, you should know exactly what you're getting with if you've already dealt with this before. Fine. Amada. So it's the day for baby shower. Alan did not show up to her surprise. She's heartbroken. She's angry. Neri's back. Her juice bar is open. Nori, he's extremely supportive. He's even asked one of his closest friends to be a part of it, to show up, give support. We saw Ja Rule. We saw Fat Joe. All the heavy hitters. And she's very happy. She finally got her juice bar open. It's turning a profit. That's good. So right now the party is happening, but she really wants to scream. She's angry. And apparently there are some people getting invited in and they're getting stopped at the door because of COVID restrictions. You know, maybe they're at a certain capacity of allowing people to finally be inside. So she's yelling at the event coordinator that it's my day. Everybody's come all over this place to come. I know it's COVID, but fuck it. This is my day and you're ruining for me by not letting my guests inside. So they're like, come on, Amada, calm down. You're high risk. You're high risk. Calm down, calm down. And she knows where her energy's coming from. She's misplacing that Alan is not here. She's by herself. So she's yelling at her event planners of what's going on. And she's already a lot of emotions and she started to cramp a little bit. She had to calm down, drink some water. I said, Amada, you're pregnant, baby. Sit down. Sit down. So she finally comes. So when she finally gets the mic, she started to give a speech. She thanks everybody for coming and she never thought she'll be here all alone. She started to get emotional, but she realizes that the people who did show up are the people who matter to her and that they matter to her as well. And it's all going to be okay. I have my mom who's my number one support, and that really hurt my feelings to see Amada in that because she does not deserve this. She is such a kind-hearted person. She has so much strength, and for her to be in this situation all by herself, it was like, fuck Alan. Alan does not deserve you at all. Okay? She needs to move forward. She really does. And she will be a great mother to those beautiful twin daughters, okay? And that was the end of Amada. So Suki is trying to get to her store. It was supposed to be a grand opening, but Isaiah is not calling. He's not picking up. And apparently her makeup artist called her and said, we're there to do touch-ups, but it's a whole line outside and the store is closed. She said, what do you mean the store is closed? Where's Isaiah? He's nowhere to be found. How am I supposed to have a store opening and my manager isn't doing what he was supposed to do and allowing all these people to wait outside? So she finally walks in. First of all, why was the boxes taped up on the walls, like on the glass mirror when you are, you know, that part where you're supposed to close the curtains, close the shutters when the business is closed or a sign, it was boxes taped up. Why would boxes be taped up? You should have a curtain there. That seems so ghetto. That seems so placed there out of nothing. And it stunk. It was dirty. It was dusty. And trying to hurry up and clean. And then there was a woman at the door saying, hello, let me speak to the person in charge. She said, why aren't you on Google? And do you take your business seriously? Now, Suki's already irritated that this was not how she wanted the opening night of her Good Cat Boutique to come, and her cousin is leaving her out to dry. So she was like, who is this chick coming to my establishment telling me do I take my job seriously, do I take my business seriously? And she said she's a business consultant. So she got mad and said, get the fuck out of my store, get the fuck out of my face. It's a whole mess. They're trying to separate Suki from the other girl. It's a fight breaking out. And then her homegirl Tina pulls up. She got her cheetah bonnet on. It's like, girl, you got me out here looking crazy. She said, I'm pissed off. I'm mad. My cousin was supposed to be here to help me with the business, and he's not helping me. Now, basically, at that point, her friend just said, listen, I know that's your family and all, but you got to let him go. You can't always bring your family along with you if you want to elevate them as well when you're getting to a good place. Sometimes leave them behind. Leave them behind. Because they're not going to build you up and help you. Then let them go. Let them fall. You know what I'm saying? Because all Isaiah did was use you to get to where he's at. And you never thought he would do that to you because y'all family. But sometimes family be out for self. Family don't help other family unless it benefits them. And it only benefit Isaiah for him to get to where he's at through you. He had no real care to help you out with a good cat. And right now, you might as well go write them off. It's okay. Sometimes families don't always got to elevate with you. They could be left where they at. Trina, this is the first night of the Legends tour. She does great. Her makeup was good. And then we see her brother there with his wife. And then we see Trick there. And then Joy came with her boyfriend. She's giving Trick the cold shoulder because of what happened on the podcast. The podcast Trick was on, and he talked about women being a part of the Eat the Booty gang, which means that Trick got eaten out by a woman before. And it was speculated that that was Joy once upon a time. So all the mamas, all the people speculating that Joy, you did that, you ate him out? She was like, no. So right now she's not fooling him at this moment. And the almost fight that happened between Trick and David last year because Trick cannot handle Joy dating outside of him. Then he had the nerve to say that the only reason why Joy is dating because he gave her permission to date. He still thinks in his mind that it's always going to be Trick and Joy. It's never going to be no other than that. Like basically saying she could date for the moment, but she will always be my wife and I'll always be her husband. Joy, Where's the divorce? You mean to tell me for the past couple of seasons you still have not gotten the divorce from Trick yet? What are you doing? Didn't Trina give you the money to pay for a divorce attorney? Girl, where is the divorce? Because this is not good. This sinkhole of a man should not have so much to say in a confessional that he's only giving you time today, but you'll always be his wife. Hello? What's going on there? So while Trina's on stage, Snoop wants to have a conversation with Raymond, talk about what happened with Bobby, and they have to keep the family close. We can't have no strife. This got to get rectified. So he talked about Bobby, how I met up with him. He said y'all had a fight. You beat him up. You punched him in his face, threw a bottle at his nose or something. And he said that's not what happened. It was an open hand slap. Now, Raymond's always on guard when it comes down to Trina. He is like Trina's calm storm. So he's all about protecting her brand. And there was a lot going on that night. Trina was on stage. He's making sure she's taken care of. Bobby had a lot going on that night as well. But Bobby was going through some things and he directed his obnoxiousness towards him. So he had to let me know, I'm not the one to play with. And his brother was like, that's my uncle's son, though. I have responsibilities for everybody in his family. But he said, listen, Bobby is a liability. He has no purpose, nothing to stand on, and he's going to hop onto somebody who does have something to lose. And he doesn't want that to be happening, especially to Trina, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, what you mean by that? So what you're saying is his presence hurts the brand? Yes, his presence hurts Trina's brand. And how Bobby is always fighting. This is true though. So he said, give me a time that Bobby fought. Now there was a time where Bobby was fighting with some girl on a tour bus. And let's look at the history of Bobby, always getting into other people. So he does not want Trina to be associated with anytime Bobby gets into a rowdy moment. So hearing that he had an examples that Bobby really isn't someone that should be around Trina, especially if Trina's trying to still elevate as being the baddest bitch, gotta make sure her brand is nice and clean. He said, okay, what if we have a meetup, a discussion so we can get this corrected? He said, all that's going to do is appease Bobby. I'm not about to sit next to somebody whose morals and principles that I don't agree with, okay? And he doesn't even think this is a situation that I have to deal with. I have nothing to do with Bobby and Trina's relationship. What Trina and Bobby does doesn't affect my household with Trina. And he personally does want a relationship with Bobby. Now let's look at the inside. While it might be some truth to what Bobby might saying, but Raymond is super calm. He will get rowdy if you get him to that point, but he kind of has a point with Bobby. Bobby is quick to react. Bobby is quick to throw hands. He's quick to throw stuff. He's always a hothead. And it's not far-fetched for that to happen. Something else happened that night that Bobby might not want to admit to. And Raymond is like, listen, in the day, I don't want to rock with him. Now, it's been times where people have said they want to rock with Bobby, and because they don't fool with Bobby. Bobby be on some messy shit. He be acting too crazy at times. We're going to find out more about this, And Flo. So Flo is dressed up. She's in the mirror talking about Mirror Mirror on the Wall, who was the queen of Goomba. And then she introduces her man Marlon as the king of Creole. So it's the opening night where they present the song that they did as a couple, pretty much showcasing them as a power couple. Like the Jay-Z and Beyonce of Haitian culture. Sure, keep telling yourself that. And we see her sister Gael, drunk, slumped in the corner. Looks like her makeup is running, looks like she's been crying, and mad about the fact that her sister chose her husband over her. So she'll never forget Marlon, what he did to her sister, how my sister chose you over me. And in the beginning, she was not fond of that. And Flo does not want that around her. She does not want Gaio's negative energy towards me and my husband, okay? So the song that she did with her husband, Gaia found out through Facebook. You didn't tell me. Now, Flo is like, am I supposed to tell you? Are you my manager? No, but I'm your sister. You should let me know what you was doing. But she doesn't want to hear her bullshit. Me and my husband in a good place. I'm not about to let you ruin a good time. So, but Gaia always has something else to tell Flo, but she waits for the right time. But she also doesn't wait for the right time to tell her, because apparently there's more what's going on between Flo, Marlon, and Gael that Gael cannot wait to tell. So you told Marlon everything. He's told you everything. Tell me about what? Call Marlon. Where he at? So they're going back and forth with what does Gaia know about Marlon. Now she's drinking. They want to know where'd you get this drink from, because you're going crazy. Flo tried to take a drink away from Gael. She jacks away. Don't take a drink because you're drunk. And they get more aggressive one another because she really wants to take the drink out of her sister's hand. And of course, Gael's drunk. She's getting defensive. And They proceed to touch each other and attack each other. Flo said, girl, Gael, don't touch me. I had my boobs done. Don't touch me. I just had my boobs done. The fuck is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know why you put yourself in that situation anyway when you got your boobs done. You shouldn't have done that. You should have escorted her out and sent her a cab home. Why would you try to take a drink out of her hand when you're not equipped to handle her right now when you got fresh boobs? Now, Flo, I hope you didn't get those boobs to save your marriage or to get your husband to only be with you, because the woman that he slept with, she didn't have big boobs. She was beautiful though, but she didn't have big boobs. So I hope you didn't get that as a way to say, this is why my husband will never leave me now, because I got what he wants. I hope that's not what it was, because that would have been a dumb mistake for you to do. So they break up. Gael starts to leave. She cries and said, she needs to know the truth. She deserves to know the truth. And that's where it ends there. I would love to know, what does Gael know? And apparently it's going to be some more infidelity, possibly a baby in the mix or a child that he had. With Gael, I don't know. With another woman, I don't know. But my goodness, Gael, what type of sister are you for you to even do this to your own sister? And this is a mess. This is another soap opera. I'm intrigued to find out. But y'all, that is it. That's all I have. The first episode kind of got me intrigued a little bit. But please stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.